Hi everyone, this is and I'm Rassi and I'll be playing the Decay Precon today and sort of giving a bit of a tutorial and overview, and commenting and providing helpful advice as always is Grumpcat.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so we'll have a look at our starting hand here. We have Ilmire Roteater. In the Precon, this guy is just solid. He gains 1 attack and 1 health every time a creature dies next to him. Costs 3 decay, comes into play with 3 attack and 3 health and a standard cooldown of 2.
And corpses are surprisingly nutritious.
Apparently.
You'd be surprised.
Searing Shackles. This is actually one of the win cons for the Decay Precon, funnily enough. Decay really struggles to deal with structures, so using Searing Shackles you can overcome that by placing Searing Shackles onto a structure and then have that deal damage to an idol. So at the end of the owner's turn, Enchanted Unit, so again, can play it on structures, deals 1 damage to the idol on the same row. Enchanted Unit is dealt 2 damage when it moves, so it's a bit like Binding Roots tied into it as well, except when they move they get hurt quite badly.
So you can also use it on creatures as well as structures.
Of course.
So
yeah.
if you don't want something to keep moving around,
Hold it in place. Well,
Yep.
if it does move, it gets a kick in the shins.
yeah, pretty much.
We then have Bitterroot. When Bitterroot is attacked in melee, attacking unit becomes poisoned for 3 rounds. Something to note about Bitterroot is the attacking unit doesn't even have to deal damage to it to be poisoned, so even if it hits it for nothing, Bitterroot will still poison it. It's a solid little wall for the Decay Precon, quite useful. Loyal Darkling, 2 cost creature with 1 attack, 2 health and 2 cooldown. When her cooldown is 0 though, you can choose to sacrifice her to deal 2 damage to the enemy's idol on the same row, which is quite handy for sort of poking in damage where you need it.
So she's effectively a decimation.
She is, yes. And Pillar of Disease. Opponents' units on the same row as Pillar of Disease have their attack decreased by 1. So it's not great, but it's a useful little wall and can slow the attacking enemy down. What do you reckon with this starting hand then, Grumps?
I think get rid of the Pillar of Disease, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking that. It is a bit weak compared to everything else. Let's see what our opponent's playing. Decay versus Decay. Let's see how this goes. I was thinking Pillar of Disease again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go away, Pillar of Disease. We don't want your diseases.
No, no one likes you and your diseases. I'm not sure what I really want to play now. We've sort of got Bitterroot or Loyal Darkling.
I would say Loyal Darkling for the fact that if it dies, it can feed the Roteater, which we can drop next turn.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that idea. Okie. I do love her artwork with this like giant harpoon. Look, she has the same hat as I do.
Oh.
Mm.
She's got a big stick though.
Yes.
Yes, so hex marks.
Hex marks. Da-da-da. 1 decay. When enchanted creature damages an idol, it deals 3 extra damage. So it's reasonably useful in the Precon for getting some damage in on idols, as the creatures aren't that big. They can be made big, like Ilmire Roteater, by having stuff die next to it, but when they start out, they're a bit weak. I was thinking get rid of Bitterroot for Ilmire Roteater.
I was thinking getting rid of the hex marks, actually. Bitterroot, I mean, while it's not necessarily a great scroll in the Precon, I think it's got more value because you don't have many sort of structures to choose from.
Yeah.
And I think at this point we're going for killing creatures, not idols, especially in the early game anyway. So I think getting rid of hex marks at this stage would be a better option.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Always good to get creatures down. I'm just going to pop her onto the front row and drop an Ilmire Roteater behind her. So again, this guy is going to get bigger when this creature dies.
It will eat your soul.
Delicious. Oh, okay. Blight Bearer. Hmm. Hmm. Pestis is a card we've drawn. Enchanted creature gets +1 attack for each rat you control, and when enchanted creature kills another unit, you get to summon a mangy rat on a random tile on your side. So that's quite nice. What are you thinking there?
I'm not too bothered about the Darkling dying because
Yeah.
that's only going to make our Rotita fatter.
Mhm.
I'm not keen on using it to kill the Blight Bearer though, because I don't really want him to get poisoned. So I was thinking of using the shackles on the Blight Bearer,
Yeah.
so that he's not moving around and poisoning our guys, and he'll eventually just kill himself.
Mm. If we're gonna do that, I would say attack the Blight Bearer with the Loyal Darkling as well, because then if we Searing Shackles him, he'll be on 1 life, and then before he attacks, he'll take 1 poison damage.
And then where would you position the Rotita?
Ah, I see your point. Okay, yeah. Your plan is safer, which is always good in Scrolls.
I'm always defensive. Sometimes I'm too defensive and I forget to win. But yeah, I'm really defensive.
I'm too aggressive and throw games away by trying to kill stuff all the time. Okay, so what are we going to sacrifice? I was thinking...
I think get rid of Pestis at this stage, to be honest.
See, I was tempted to keep it, because next turn our Ilmire Rot-Eater is going to attack and kill something, and then we can get a little rat on the board somewhere. But I do like Bitterroot. Okay, we'll keep the Bitterroot. We'll go on the defensive. And Searing Shackles on him. Okie dokie. That I was not expecting.
Well, it would have been better if you had played the Bitterroot in the mid lane in front of the Darkling, then that wouldn't have happened, just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Never mind.
Never mind. I'm thinking I'll show you the scroll. Infected Gravelock costs 2, has 2 attack and 3 health. When Infected Gravelock attacks a creature, that creature gets poisoned for 3 rounds. But it cannot move. It has a movement of 0, so wherever you drop him, he's going to stay there.
It's basically a more useless Bitterroot.
Pretty much.
Let's sack the Gravelock for Scrolls, I think.
I was going to say sack Bitterroot and put Infected Gravelock in front of the Ilmire Rot-Eater. Because the Blightbearer is going to attack and probably kill something the next turn. And if the Infected Gravelock's there and takes the damage, it feeds the Ilmire Rot-Eater.
So are you going to leave the Rotita in the same row?
Yeah.
So if the Blightbearer dies, then won't the Rotita get poisoned?
Oh yeah, forgot about that. You raise a good point. I'd forgotten about all this. Okay. Yes, you're right. Oh, it's been a long day.
So should we have a quick look at the 2 scrolls we just drew?
Ah, yeah, of course. Wicked Beam costs 1 decay. When enchanted unit is attacked in melee, attacker gets Curse 1. Now what Curse 1 does is it increases damage from all sources by 1. So if you have Curse 2 on them, all damage sources is increased by 2. So I guess it's a bit like Vitriol Aura, this scroll. The other one is Atrophy, which is quite handy. In a pinch, target unit's attack is decreased by 5 until the end of the opponent's next turn. So Atrophy will quite happily just make one attacking enemy units completely useless.
I mean, it's especially useful against the units which have Slayer, because the Slayer ability is only effective when they deal damage. So if they're not dealing any damage, then Slayer won't work.
Yep. What to do? I think, because we don't want our Ilmire Rot-Eater to get poisoned, move him down 1 and put a Bitterroot on the middle row, and
Yep.
then look to sacrifice Wicked Being or Atrophy next turn.
Yep.
Excellent. The one good thing to remember when playing against Decay is Decay has very, very little cooldown reduction. It's rare that you will ever get a surprise attack from a Decay player. There is one scroll that does it, which only affects undead. So it's
No, there's two.
Oh, is there two now?
Necrogeddon.
Oh, of course, Necrogeddon. So there is that cooldown reset. I forgot all about Necrogeddon. God. Right, I'm thinking sacrifice Wicked Being for scrolls here.
Yep.
Let's see what we get. Okay, we have Arthritis. Each time enchanted unit deals damage, it also deals 1 damage to itself. Which is okay. You can use it on these units to kill them the next time they deal damage.
Or we could just use Maya Curse.
And of course, Maya Curse. Enchanted unit deals 1 poison damage to adjacent creatures at the beginning of its turns. So if we place Maya Curse onto the Viscera Sage, he will kill the Maya Shambler at the start of the enemy's next turn. So it's basically anything standing next to him. Maya Curse absolutely wrecks order. You place it on an honourable general that's tightly surrounded by his units, suddenly they just want to run away from him because he's wrecking them. So I was thinking put a mangy rat in front of our Ilmire Rot Eater to feed him, and then I'm not too sure.
Mangy Rat Maya Curse?
Yes, what would you play Maya Curse on? I'm thinking the Sage. Play Maya Curse on the Maya Shambler, so he kills the Sage. The Sage doesn't kill our rat and they draw a card.
Yep, sounds good.
Cool. Okay, so doop. And doop. This guy's dead if he moves, so I'm assuming he's just going to stay on that road. There he goes, pop. Oh, and the Maya Shambler went straight into our tree. Oh, Grizzly Graft. Now this is really powerful for the Precon. Enchanted creature you control, when Grizzly Graft comes into play, sacrifices all creatures surrounding it and gains attack and health equal to the number of creatures sacrificed. So it's basically what the Ilmire Rot Eater does already, but it does that. So if I were to use Grizzly Graft on the Ilmire Rot Eater, he would become a 6/4 from just killing 1 mangy rat. So what I'm a bit keen to do, I think sacrifice Arthritis. Okay, we've drawn Regenetor. Target unit gains 2 health when Regenetor comes into play. Enchanted unit's controller idle on that row is dealt 1 damage. So you can use it to deal 1 damage to an enemy idle, whilst giving their unit an extra 2 health, or you can use it on your own creature, giving it 2 health, but obviously damaging your idle a bit.
So that means we can heal Squishy if we want to.
Yeah, I'm tempted to do that. I think Grizzly Graft this turn. See how big we can make him. Doop. So he's a 6/4. And because he's looking a bit weak, I think we should just heal him up a bit. So our idol got dealt 1 damage, but Squishy Monster went up to 6 health.
And by Squishy Monster we mean Rot Eater.
Yes. The foul beast. He's becoming a problem. That will do. I think cast Infectious Blight on the Blight Bearer.
Yep.
Infectious Blight is a very powerful Decay scroll and probably one of the signature scrolls of Decay. Enchanted creature becomes poisoned. It's an enchantment, so it's permanently poisoned whilst Infectious Blight is on them. However, if that creature dies to any source of poison, Infectious Blight will then jump to another enemy creature. It is fantastic and will quite happily rip through ranks if not taken care of. The only downside is you've got to be careful not to kill an enemy creature with Infectious Blight on, as it dies and then the blight doesn't jump to another creature. So we'll pop that on him. Not sure if I want to draw scrolls or maybe go to 5 decay. What do you reckon?
I think at this stage we can afford to sack for Decay. I wouldn't want to sack the hex marks now though.
Yeah.
Now that we've got a big fat unit and we've got a chance to do some real damage.
Yeah.
So I think let's go to 5. Let's sacrifice the atrophy.
Yep.
And we'll see what we draw next turn.
Yeah, because I don't want to play the hex marks and have no cards in my hand for next turn, as that's never good. Because it's always sod's law. You get something that you want to keep, but you also need to draw. So we'll hold on to hex marks for now. We're not in a rush. Oh, and he's got his own Ilmire Rot Eater down now. See, Searing Shackles. We cast this at the start of the game. This idol's now on 5 health because it's just sat there chipping away at it, and it's something that we haven't really put a great deal of effort into, and it's doing fine. I was thinking get rid of hex marks and make this guy have more health. What is Soul Scrounger? When a creature is destroyed, enchanted unit's countdown is decreased by 1. So that could be a useful enchantment. Anything next to our monster will die, and then his cooldown will be reduced. So that kind of ties in well nicely with everything else he has. So let's give him Regenerator. I'm going to move the Ilmire Rot Eater up 1 to kill their Ilmire Rot Eater, as next turn Infectious Blight will kill the Blight Bearer. Not sure. Cast Soul Scrounger or hold on to it, you reckon?
I think hold on to it.
Yeah. We'll look to get the Ilmire Witch Doctor down. This is the other card we drew. He costs 6 decay, he has 5 attack and 5 health, ranged attack as well, and a cooldown of 2, so a solid attacking unit. However, he really shines is whenever a human creature adjacent to the Ilmire Witch Doctor dies, he summons up an undead husk in their place, which is quite useful. So there we go, the Blight Bearer's died, and Infectious Blight has hopped over to the enemy Lifestealer. Ooh, languid. What do you reckon?
I think... can you show me Soul Scrounger again? Sorry, I'm not familiar with this enchantment.
Not at all.
The creature is destroyed, enchanted units countdown is decreased by 1. I think actually let's get rid of Soul Scrounger. Then we can play Witch Doctor.
Yep.
And then we can maybe use the Maya Shambler to feed things.
Yeah, I think that is...
I know he moves around, but he's not going to go too far from the Rot Eater, so...
We can break his legs and stop him moving, he'll be fine. I'm going to move the Ilmire Rot Eater up a row, I think. And then place our Witch Doctor happily sitting in front of him for the time being. Oh, the enemy's starting to get serious now.
No, that's fine. Sack the Shambler?
Yeah.
Curse Monger's a bit more useful. Oh, we can heal Squishy!
Nice. We drew into Pillar of Fatigue. Whenever a creature moves, its countdown is raised by 1. That could actually be quite useful for us at the moment.
It actually could.
Yeah. Because it stops their Lifestealer attacking us.
But it will be a pain to...
Yeah, for our own creatures to attack.
Maybe we don't heal Squishy.
We
Maybe we'll
increase.
save it next turn to heal the Witch Doctor when she's attacked it.
I think we can just play it on him, and it will increase his health by 2.
Oh, does it? Sorry.
I think. We'll find out, because it says gains 2 health.
Oh, right. So 2 health from the
Yeah,
original health. It doesn't just heal your original health.
yeah.
Okay,
Our
that's
idol
fine.
would go down to 3 damage, but it's low anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent.
And then play the Cursemonger.
Yes. I'm going to play her like this. Because that way, if she dies, we get a husk, and Squishy gets fed. He's hungry. He needs to grow. Okay. So Infectious Blight still gradually ticking away on the life stealer there. Oh, Miasma Well. I think we'll hold on to that. Miasma Well increases all poison damage done by 1. That's not just your own poison damage, so if our enemy that we're playing against poisons our units will be taking an extra poison damage, which
And
is a
that
bit
will
nasty.
suck.
It will, yes.
Let's sack the Pillar of Fatigue.
Yeah. Pestis. Another Cursemonger.
Right, this is a bit difficult because if we kill the Life Stealer now,
The
then we
Blight.
won't get the most of Infectious Blight,
Yeah.
and also we'll get killed by the Witch Doctor anyway, and they'll also summon a husk.
I think play Cursemonger and Miasma Well on the bottom row. And just accept our fate that this Ilmire Witch Doctor's going to die. But we can try and do a lot of damage to the Harvester in the meantime. So,
Or we could play the Cursemonger top, move the other Cursemonger up one, move the Rot Eater in the middle. Then if they kill one of the Cursemongers, my Rot Eater will get bigger and we'll get a husk.
okay.
Do you see where I'm coming from with this idea?
Yes. Okay.
It's just an idea. I don't know if it's a good one or not.
No. I think you're on to something here. Okay. I'm going to move the Witch Doctor up one. Wait.
So you're not going to kill the Life Stealer?
No.
Okay.
I think we should let her live and let Infectious Blight tick over. Actually, move him down one. We'll move this guy down one. Put another Cursemonger in front of him to protect him. And then plop a Miasma Well down on the bottom row. So that hopefully Infectious Blight will jump, not this turn, the next turn, and then the plague will start to rip through them. So hopefully that'll pay off. And maybe next turn, when Ilmire Rot Eater attacks, we can give him Pestis. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it's all gone wrong.
It has all gone horribly wrong. So all of my units are about to get dealt 2 damage around them, so although I've got a husk from the Witch Doctor, he goes pop due to Maya Curse on him. Okay. I think I'm going to move the Witch Doctor up in front of Squishy.
Wait, let's sacrifice first.
Of course. I think holding on to Pestis is a good idea here, as we can summon a mangy rat. Atrophy I want to sacrifice, I think.
From my point of view, I don't see a great usefulness in a mangy rat at the moment. I think atrophy might be more useful if we're going to be killing a lot of stuff in case his harvester attacks. I mean, he's going to take out our free idol if we don't do something about it, and then he might be able to take out the 8 idol after that. So
yeah.
I think from a defensive point of view, having atrophy might be a bit more useful at this point.
Mm.
I mean, we could even. So, I mean, if we want to move, for example, our Rot-Eater up one to attack the Cursemonger,
Mm.
the Life Stealer can then kill it. If we play atrophy on her, she won't be able to do that, and she won't be able to heal also.
The Life Stealer's going to die next turn from Infectious Blight, remember?
Ah, right, okay. But anyway, if the Markhead attacks, because if she's going to die, and if we kill the Cursemonger, that's already reducing its countdown by 2.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's only got 1 left before it attacks, so I think let's sack the Pestis and see what we draw into.
Okay. Draining Mist. This helps a lot, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Let's just do that. Draining Mist. All opponents' units with countdowns 1 or less have their countdown increased by 2. So it just slows the whole game down and stops stuff from attacking. I am going to move him up 1. I'm just going to eat the Harvester. I don't like him lingering around.
You should actually, what's our Witch Doctor got?
Maya Curse. So I've tried.
And poison. So he's just gonna die next turn anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You should have kept him next to the squishy then.
No.
Wouldn't he have fed him?
He would, but he will also deal 2 damage to him, which would work out as 1 damage.
Oh right.
Yeah. I'm a bit
What's
worried.
squishy got on him?
Grizzly Graft, so that's what's giving him some health. 2 Regenerator
Okay,
on Languid.
Show me the scrolls we've got.
Atrophy and Arthritis.
Let's just play this out.
Yeah. So pop and jumps to the husk. Okay. Could really do with another Searing Shackles or Regenerator just to poke that 1 damage through there. Damning Curse, eh? Damning Curse destroys target unit for 4 decay, but all of my units are dealt 1 damage, so it's not great, but it's pretty useful, you know.
Useful for getting rid of that Witch Doctor.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Kill him now. Sacrifice Arthritis for scrolls.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Shroud of Unlife.
Oh, Life Stealer.
Da-dum.
Amazing.
I'll show that off quickly, yeah. Life Stealer is a 5-cost decay creature with 4 attack, 2 cooldown and 5 health. And when Life Stealer attacks and destroys a unit, so it could be a building, doesn't have to be a creature, Life Stealer is fully healed. And the other scroll we drew is Shroud of Unlife, which costs 1 decay, and when enchanted creature is destroyed, an undead husk is summoned in its place. So,
I say move Rot Eater up 1.
Yep.
Let Cuss. Actually, I don't really want him to kill. Oh, I don't know.
I was thinking Damning Curse on the Witch Doctor, creating a hole, and let the Cursemonger kill the Viscera Sage, and then Shroud of Unlife on the Cursemonger.
Excellent plan.
Splendid. Okie dokie. God, that mean old lady stabbed that doll. And of course, Infectious Blight just killed this husk and jumped to the Cursemonger. Oh, they really do not like that thing.
Annoying.
I'm kind of tempted to still hold on to Atrophy.
Yeah, hold
but
on to that.
Sacrifice Gravelock.
Yeah.
See what we get. A husk, he could be useful. A husk is effectively it is a 1-cost decay creature, 3 attack, 2 health, so pretty high for a 1-cost creature, but the cooldown is 3 unfortunately, so it's a bit slow to attack. And then of course we've got another Ilmaya Rot-Eater. We know all about those.
I'm keen to Play Husk and Rot Eater. So,
Yeah.
have the Husk in front, and then I have the other Rot Eater maybe above where our current one is. I'm not sure where you want to put it.
I want to move this Ilmire Rot Eater up one, because I'm a bit scared that Oblivion Seeker's going to kill him with Granny Curses cursing him.
I think he's going for a whale, but yeah.
That is true.
But yeah, that's fine. You can move him up and then place a Husk in front and Rot Eater behind.
Yeah, so Husk here on the middle row.
Yep. So that if he dies, he's just going to feed the Rot Eater.
And then the Rot Eater here.
Yes.
Okay. Okie dokie. We don't need to bother with atrophy at the time being.
No.
Oh. Maybe we should, just to keep the miasma well alive.
I don't know, to be honest, I'm not really bothered if it dies or not, because it just kind of hurts us more.
That is true, actually. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, when you're playing Decay and you're playing Miasma Wells, it's quite a risky strategy, because it can really come out to haunt you. I mean, for example, you know, he could play Maya Curse or Infectious Blight or something and just wipe out all our creatures.
It is a lot of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Whereas you cut your opponent with it, but damn it, if you get it wrong, it's going to cut you as well.
Yeah, so at this stage, if he kills the whale, I'm not too bothered, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think we'll just end it here.
Yeah, good idea. See, we work well together, because you've got the defensive brain and I've got the offensive brain.
So we find a balance between us somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, what are you going to do? Oh, he went straight for the idol and he did take our miasma well.
I knew it.
However, let's sacrifice an atrophy for scrolls.
Searing shackles.
Huh.
Where were you this whole game? Well, we can take out that one idol now.
Yeah.
And I'm keen to get our life stealer down.
I was thinking Husk there, followed up with a life stealer here.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Excellent, and we'll pass the turn. God, that mean old lady's face.
My face is not mean. Stole ourselves.
Oh, he's desperately trying not to die next turn. I'm thinking sacrifice atrophy at this point.
Yeah.
And cast Draining Mist to stop all of his stuff attacking. And
I think I kind of want to leave the Husk there as protection for our life stealer.
Yeah.
I think maybe move the Cursemonger down one and the other Rot Eater down one, and then Shroud of Unlife. Oh no, it's already got Shroud of Unlife.
We can put Shroud of Unlife on this Husk though.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. What about playing this Bitterroot as well, just as a bit of protection for our idols?
Yeah, I think if we play Bitterroot in front of the idol with 3 health,
yeah,
it's a bit of a
let's do that.
And then Shroud of Unlife on the Husk, so the Husk summons a Husk when he dies.
Yeah. I mean, you never know, the AI could just suddenly go low Necrogeddon.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not too sure what the AI Decay deck uses, to be fair.
It cheats, that's what it does.
According to Mans, it doesn't cheat. Totally does.
Well, it's just left its idol exposed, so...
It has. Oh well. Sorry AI, you put up a good fight, but you're gonna die
GG.
now. It is GG.
Why didn't you defend his idol? What are you doing? You're doing what Rastian always does. He always goes for the idols. It never works.
I'll just show you this scroll before I kill this guy. Oblivion Seeker. Love this old
Don't
man.
kill him.
He costs 5 decay. He comes in with 2 attack and 3 health, and he's a ranged, which doesn't sound great, but he's just there to die. You draw 2
Oh, that's
scrolls.
so mean. He's
It's-
just there to die.
He pretty much is. You draw 2 scrolls,
Oh.
he has a big beard. You know,
He's there for the beard.
he is.
A beard.
And funnily enough, that's his unit there in game. Doo-doo. Alright,
Okay,
And-
let's just now let's wrap this up.
put him out of his misery. There we go. So that was the Decay tutorial with Rastin and Grumpcat.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.